How did it feel, Agent?
Good. Really good. Much easier to get in than I expected for a full bodysuit.
We've installed a cooling and heating system, recirculating your perspiration to maintain optimum temperature inside the suit. An uncomfortable agent is a dead agent.
That's a good one. I'll have to remember that.
How's the pain threshold?
Can't really say. Use your cover, make sure the hostile can't hit you. Don't act like an idiot trying to get shot and you won't feel the pain.
I see the potential here, Claire. But Brian might be too good for your little test.
Ah! God damn, that fucking hurts!
The test isn't over. Thank you for your feedback, Agent Johnson.
Have you heard enough?
Yes. For now.
If anyone knows about picking a side and making sacrifices, it's you, Hoskins.
I have no reason to trust you, Keener.
No, you don't have to trust me. But do you trust them? After what they did to us, do you still believe in the noble cause of the division?
At the end of the day, you're asking me to defect.
Be honest. Is there a reason not to? Be my Ajax, Hoskins.
Ajax committed suicide, Keener.
But before that, he was a hero.
Is my family okay?
Ah, they're perfectly fine. Had a friend in Buffalo run out to the farm to check on them.
Is that a threat?
Of course not. It's a sign of goodwill and a demonstration of our reach.
That sounds like a threat.
I can get you off the island. My network will get you to them upstate. You can hug your kid and kiss your husband and make sure everything is okay.
What do you want in return?
When you're confident they're safe, I will leave some people to keep an eye on them. Just in case.
Well, I do what, exactly?
Go on a little field trip to a small installation in a tiny town in the middle of nowhere. How was the Windy City?
Lots of refugees from the north. Canadian healthcare is not what it used to be.
Harsh winters and uncontrolled borders. Snowbirds migrating south to greener pastures. That makes sense.
Can only imagine how hard things would have been after the trade route shut down.
Mass shortages. Makes people do some pretty desperate things to survive. Sounds like Chicago's in the same boat.
I saw trucks going in and out of the city. I don't know who's supplying them, but it wasn't Sarah.
How could you tell?
Biker gear isn't exactly standard-issued security and uniforms for Sarah drops. This place is a war zone. I figured it would be bad, everything is, but you could have warned me it would be this bad.
Welcome to a picturesque...
Thanks. Not the small-town vacation I was hoping for. There's fighting in the streets, there's a resistance, but they look like shit. Where the fuck is the division?
You were a good EMT. Remember to ignore the chaos. Cal's Hunter is the mission. Stay alert and expect contact once you get close to the installation. Any opposition?
None.
No one was guarding the base?
No. If there are any survivors, they fled.
Did you find what they were looking for?
Isaac did. Echo reconstruction.
Good. What was it?
USB drive. With a roster.
Did you recover the drive?
I wouldn't be calling if I didn't.
Good. Anything else of interest?
Yeah. The way the agents here died. I asked Isaac to do a sweep and status report of any agents and 4 hits came back, all deceased. They were infected with green poison, but that's not what killed them. Team went to a local lab working on the antiviral for DCD before they scattered and died.
You might want to scrub that from the servers.
I don't know how to do that.
Don't worry. Theo can take care of it. What's the lab called?
Okay, so in the event of an emergency, you want to be able to access all communication devices.
We already have that. It's called the National Emergency Broadcast System.
Sure, but say we have an EMP attack or a solar storm or someone attacks the system.
You want to create a redundancy?
I want to create an autonomous communications tool that can access and collate data.
You should talk to Claire.
Who's Claire?
Never mind. That's... shit. Never mind. I can't talk about it.
Oh, one of your secret DARPA consultant buddies?
Something like that. Listen, your comm systems, it's a good idea, but it's not anything new or special.
Well, not yet, but if I can get the funding grant, I can work on the AI system.
Yeah, you should really talk to Redacted. You're such a hexagon, Kevin. You really are.
I made quite a few upgrades to it. The network interface is more stable, the design is more robust, I fixed a ton of bugs, doesn't crash as much, I upgraded the hardware, improved the battery life, I even added customization options to the screen.
Nerd. Not gonna lie, It's impressive.
Thank you, Professor.
We'll need a full demonstration of its capabilities, of course. The technical schematics, review the code.
I can share most of it.
All of it. You want funding, right? You bring the prototype and your documentation, I bring the relevant people, and we will get your project funded.
Will you bring Claire?
Shut up, Kevin.
Trig,
Yeah?
that redacted Claire you said I should talk to before you remembered I shouldn't know she should exist?
What about her?
She wouldn't happen to be Claire Ortiz, would she?
Get that name out of your mouth. Who told you?
No one. She was at a conference on AI and guidance system applications. We got to talking, I pitched her link, and she told me it was adorable but couldn't compete with Isaac.
Stop talking.
Do you know what she's working on?
Seriously, stop talking.
If left unchecked, her work would violate every privacy law.
Seriously, Kevin, shut the fuck up.
I can't believe you aren't concerned about the security risks of a system like that. We have to tell someone. We need to warn them.
Kevin, do you like handcuffs?
What?
If you tell anyone about Isaac, you'd be a traitor to America. You want a permanent vacation in Guantanamo?
No.
Then learn when to stop talking.
I don't get how our comms are their comms.
Manny, seriously? It's the same network. It's like you work at the same place. You use the same internet connection. If you have permissions, you can just look at anything you want on anyone's computer that's connected.
So we can hear everything they're planning. That's great.
You could, but Nat figured out the exploit and was working on a fix.
Was it ready?
Kind of. She needed more power to run the servers. That's what she was having me set up.
Bertie? Did you set it up?
Yeah, 'cause I thought I was working for you. Fucking Johnson told me it was to help take down the rogues that plague the division. How the fuck was I supposed to know you were the rogues?
We're not.
You're fighting the Black Tusk. Cal is with them. If he's in charge and you're fighting him, you're kind of rogue, my dude.
Okay, I'm still confused. Explain how they work again.
The biometric locks?
Yeah. It's like a scan of my eye in my hand, and then it grants me access, right?
If it was your eye and your hand, that's easier to trick than this. You just take someone's eye and hand and you can access the bunkers.
Oh, that's dark.
Well, that's just like what they do in every spy movie ever. So Claire added extra steps. Your pulse is like a fingerprint. It's unique. Your voice is unique, but deepfake tech makes that easier to manipulate, so you have to have all of them at the same time. That's harder to fake. It's also specific to the user. Wrong key and wrong biometric signature, access denied, and you're fucked.
Why?
Huh. Best case, you get locked in a room until someone clears the lockdown and you're taken in for interrogation.
Worst case.
You activate a kill switch that kills you and everyone around you.
Great.
That's only at like the super high security locations. Most places put you in lockdown, or if a lockdown protocol is impractical, like for cargo shipments or something, they're rigged to incapacitate you with gas or electricity, whichever makes more sense in the environment. Electric traps and water have unintended consequences. The gas is better, it's just a bad hangover. Shock treatment? Half the time you end up pissing yourself, and more open to suggestion and psychological reprogramming, huh?
Call me Cal. Time to come out of hibernation, Agent. There's work to do. Drop whatever you're doing right now. Just walk out. I need you to gather a team. Take whoever you think you'll need and go to immediately. Infiltrate the town and set up a forward operating base. You'll receive further instructions once you get to... What do you mean the agents are unwilling? You tell this noble squad they don't need to stay in New York to honor their fallen soldiers. Remember, you cannot tell anyone these orders come from me. We need to keep this one close to the vest. You're the only person on the planet who knows about my involvement in this mission. I'm not ready to let this particular cat out of the bag. I can see you're making progress and finally on the move. Oh, that was a nice speech, by the way. Pushing the potential threats to the core and the rogue cherry on top? That was a thing of beauty. I'm not gonna mince words, soldier. The program hinges on this. You've arrived in... That's good. I need your team to secure the base at the... and set up shop. As soon as you can, you get to the basement and locate the Hunter bunker. From there, you can access my database and secure the roster.
She's an...
Agent, I told you never contact me directly. You are breaking protocol. Wait, what do you mean she's an...
Isaac pinged her signature requesting backup as she crossed the border 6 hours ago.
Did you provide her with backup?
Of course not. I know my orders and I will not deviate from the mission.
Good. Good.
But sir, sorry, Cal, why are we worried about Agent Hoskins being in...
Well, first, how the hell does she even know about... She was in Lower Manhattan securing the City Hall the last time we talked.
Fair enough. What's the second reason?
She was in Lower Manhattan. You know who else was last seen in Lower Manhattan?
Aaron Keener, sir.
Exactly. And if those two aren't working together, I will eat my hat.
She doesn't really seem the type. I mean, she killed her sister to save the Sarah camp. If she didn't go rogue then, I don't really see her going rogue now.
Precisely.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't understand your meaning.
The woman who kills her sister for strangers is the woman who'll do anything for the mission. And if her mission has been corrupted, if Keener has manipulated her into believing I am the enemy, that's a woman who walks from New York to through a blizzard in February. That's not a woman I want to underestimate.
Copy.
Now, how about you finish the job? Get the Hunter roster off the Shade database onto that thumb drive and wipe out every last trace of the program. I'm not ready to activate the Hunter protocol. There's too much at stake, but we cannot let a rat like Keener know the identity of every agent with that security clearance. Do you understand what's at stake here, soldier?
I do. Consider it done, sir. I've already backed up the roster on the drive. It's stashed in my bunk. Better to hide it in plain sight. I'm starting the wipe now. I need to get back to the team. Donovan called a meeting at the conservatory.
Report back once you find out what he wants. And please, call me Cal.
We have a situation at the lab. Hope that you and your crew of geniuses could help us out. You have your own crew of geniuses, don't you? I do, but they're panicking. We've had an outbreak. The whole lab is infected. Geniuses and grunts, doesn't matter. We're all fucked. I'm sorry to hear that, Donovan. But you should have the resources to handle an outbreak. That's a thing. They think it's mutated. It's the poison, all right, but it's different. They're afraid. We need help. If you could just talk to them and give us some more med kits. I'm sorry, Don, but that's not possible. We don't have much left. After the outbreak at the detention center and what happened on Roosevelt Island, we don't have anything to spare. Let alone any way to get any supplies to you. Sarah's basically abandoned. Why do you think I'm here? Fuck. I am sorry. You have your lab. I hope you're able to figure something out. Yeah, me too. For your sake, this better work.
Work is a relative term, but you'll live.
I don't like being your guinea pig, Kane.
We don't have any other options. I'm sorry, but this mutation of the virus, it's not responding to the antivirals. I wish I had more time to perfect the broad spectrum, but I'm sorry, we're out of time.
I don't think you're sorry. I think you're glad we're infected.
Donovan.
Another opportunity for you to test your research. It's fine, Liam. I get it. We're out of time. There's no other way. But I'm warning you, if I lose even one of my people from your experiment, your death will not be quick.
Donovan, this will keep us alive. It will keep the virus in check. But I need live variola chimera samples to continue the work, to actually make a cure.
If I live, I'll get you those samples. You just get those auto-injectors ready. We'll be your little pigs. But if you fuck this up, you will unleash the wolf. How close are you to finishing your broad-spectrum antiviral?
Mr. Tower, I'm sure you're well aware that project is a matter of national security and you do not have the proper clearance.
Highly classified, I understand. But I don't have time to deal with red tape bullshit. We got our own antiviral in development, but that shit is gonna kill us sooner or later.
Oh, well, if you have anything at all, you're in a better position than 90% of the country.
Fuck that. We need live virus samples of the unmutated green poison, and we need them yesterday. Without them, the geniuses here can't do the tests they need.
Oh, I am so sorry we can't help you. Our work here is our only priority. Oh, I do recommend you reach out to DCD headquarters.
You know what? Fuck you and fuck your lab. Everyone is giving me the fucking finger now, Mackenzie. How do you think I fucking feel?
Calm down, Donovan.
You know Wendy Wright is dead, right? I had to step up, take charge. And now my people are barely hanging on. DCD are useless. Ann Arbor is fucking incompetent. And you're telling me to calm down?
I didn't know. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Listen to me, Agent. If we can't get what we need, I'm not sure what will happen. Steps will need to be taken.
Steps? What do you mean by steps?
Tell me, how close is MIT to manufacturing a proper BSAV?
Not close enough.
Are you giving me the finger too, Reed?
I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I wish we could help, but we're not ready.
Fuck. Hey, Harlan. I've still got a lot of nervous geniuses around here.
What can I do for you now, Donovan?
The boys are asking for me to secure a transpo of live virus from your facility to ours, so they can keep working on the broad-spectrum antiviral.
Just go outside and use one of the infected.
They're concerned about mutations and other diseases. Wanted to know if you have clean samples of the original virus for their tests.
No one here has the resources to create and maintain those samples. Have you checked with Ann Arbor?
I have. They don't have any to spare. Told me I should check with you.
Well, if what your team is looking for is a steady stream of the same variant of the virus, your best bet would be to isolate an asymptomatic carrier and have them volunteer to do regular blood donations.
Thanks for the help, Harlan.
Glad you think that helped. Be safe, Donovan.
New York BTSU is out of commission. Dolores was eliminated by the cleaners and Aaron Keener. Looks like Conley is working with him. We knew she could be potentially a problem when she defected to the cleaners. I know our efforts are focused on DC, but I really think we should take the Keener rogue threat seriously. I'd like permission to put together a team in Brooklyn to monitor the situation. Hey, Nat. Thank you for approving the recon mission to Brooklyn. Things are pretty quiet here compared to the reports in Manhattan. Rikers have crossed the bridge, but cleaners have isolated to lower Manhattan. Seems like the Midtown Division under Fei Lau have been very effective in pushing the Rikers further south and keeping the cleaners' numbers in check. Even with Conley's help, they don't have the numbers to expand their operation to Brooklyn. They also seem to be planning another attack with Keener after the events on Coney Island. We may need to recruit some local talent to support our mission. Alicia and Agent Lau have history, and there may be an opportunity there.
Bridge. How's Mac?
Surviving. Acting like a farmer and a foster mom to all of Long Island.
Well, she would be a great mother.
Not the one that got away, Keener.
You sure about that?
Have I ever lied to you?
Not that I know of, but you are an impeccable liar.
Takes one to know one.
And this is why we are friends.
I thought you only loved me for my money and access to Mac.
I love you because you keep me honest.
Oh, God. Thank you. I needed that. Mac is fine. You don't need to worry about her. Nat would never let anything happen to her special project. This is a bad idea.
Theo's request.
You cannot make his pregnant girlfriend the social director of the settlement.
He wants to keep her safe.
Then move her to Hoskins Farm. You can't keep her safe at Ground Zero.
It's not ground zero.
As far as Cal is concerned, anywhere you are is Ground Zero.
He should have thought about that before he sent his hunters after me and my crew.
Man, you used to be friends.
We used to agree on what the world should look like.
You want the same thing, power. You just disagree on who should have it.
Isn't that every war in history?
Sure, but it's also just another pointless war where everyone sacrifices themselves for some random asshole pulling the strings from the safety of their bunker.
I can't really leave the bunker if I'm supposed to be dead.
You really didn't think this part through, did you?
As soon as Faye gets access to Ellis, we can move on to stage 2, and I can come out of hiding.
Keener, is Sarah okay?
Yes?
You don't sound so sure.
Her husband died. Her daughter died. I can't really expect her to be okay.
Are you okay?
Honestly, no.
Fireman thing?
No.
It wasn't your fault.
If we were here, maybe we could have saved them.
But you weren't. And it worked. We got Faye. We got the Rogue Network online. We have Schaefer on side. Your plan is working, and none of that would have happened if you didn't leave.
I know. You can't change the past. You can only hope to atone for the sins and build a better tomorrow.
Please tell me you didn't find religion.
Oh, God, no. Of course not. Just, the Morettis, they were the first people I truly saved. And I let them down. And Sarah, she just reminds me so much of Mac and my first wife. And my second wife.
You definitely have a type.
It's just seeing their family. It was like they were the family that I could have had. Yeah, that little girl, she's so smart and beautiful, and the world is a little bit darker without her in it. Yeah, Sarah, she says she's fine, but parents aren't supposed to outlive their children, and none of us know how to help her. None of us have kids. Yeah, not yet, at least. So it's just hollow platitudes and distractions with work. Birdie?
Bad idea.
She's brilliant.
Yeah, and she has no filter, has an asshole adopted brother. Nat loves her and would never lose tabs on her. Manny has her at the castle, but it's only a matter of time before Nat takes her back.
Fair enough. So, no Birdie and no Vic.
Fuck Vic, that guy's such a dick.
Lauren?
Too much baggage. She would never go without Amanda. And unless you're looking to open a taco truck in Dumbo.
Aquaponics at the bridge.
Yeah. You want to set that up? Just ask Anna for schematics and rate a pet store. If you really want to start a fish farm, you don't need Lauren and Amanda. You need Mari.
You want me to recruit Manny Ortega's pregnant girlfriend?
No, I'm just saying if you want to start a fish farm, you get the expert on fish farms, and that expert is Mari Singh, who happens to be Manny's pregnant girlfriend.
The only way I see that working is if we get Manny on side first.
If you touched his woman, he would put a bounty on your head.
He can't be that insecure.
Insecure, overprotective, and has an army of agents at his disposal. That's a dangerous combo.
What about Cindy?
What about her?
The way she took over the Mortas at Coney Island. She enjoyed blowing out the Black Tusk with her own toys.
She did, and now thanks to Manny, she's in therapy and grounded.
Seriously? That man does not know how to spot talent.
Or he doesn't want to encourage people's bad behaviors.
Bad behaviors, necessary skill set. You say potato, I say rogue agent potential.
She's not an agent. She's a normie.
We all were.
Oh, I was never normal.
Well, we can't all be born with a golden bullet in the chamber. Cleaners attacked the Merritt estate.
You've never crossed the bridge before.
They had help. One of Cal's hunters.
Bullshit.
He was right. He was embedded with them. His team upgraded their gear with some kind of new accelerant that burns purple.
Is Mac okay?
Yeah, Kel says agents got her out. She's at Haven. Mac's safe for now. We have bigger problems than that purple stuff.
Cleaners in Long Island is a pretty big problem.
Wright wasn't working alone. He gave the Lovebirds rogue tech.
Where the hell did he get it?
I have no idea.
We haven't really been keeping an inventory.
Maybe we should start.
He's in love with you.
No, he's not.
He would take a bullet for you.
So would you.
In the shoulder, sure. Leg? I'd have to think about it.
He is not in love with me.
Bishop is obsessed with you. He thinks you're like a prophet or something.
Then he's perfect to spread the gospel of the noble rogues. Billings.
No.
Really?
He is too ethical and loyal to his oath.
It's easy enough to monitor him through other people's comms.
Not the point.
What's the point?
He serves his community. Billings will take care of anyone who asks for help. He doesn't care about the politics, and all this is politics. Best case, he will convince your ops this is a bad idea and you should stand the fuck down, bend the knee, and kiss her white pantsuit before more people get killed.
Right. So, no Billings.
No Billings. Unless you want someone to talk you down and make you emotionally healthy for the first time in your life, then yes, Billings. Always get Billings. You put Bishop in charge of supplies?
Yes, he's trustworthy and loyal.
He's a fanboy.
Loyal.
I think he has a crush on you.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't think he wants to fuck you, but he is definitely in love with who he thinks you are.
What can I say? I guess I'm a charismatic leader after all.
Are you trying to build a cult?
A community. But there's a fine line between community and cult.
And it doesn't hurt to have an acolyte to spread the gospel of Keener.
Exactly. What do you think of Eva?
Who?
The DJ.
Oh, I don't think anything about her. She's a kid with a podcast for extra credit.
There's potential there. She's funny.
Gross.
What?
Way too young for you, old man.
Not romantic potential. Public communications. Bishop is a true believer, but he's not an entertainer. Eva, even when she's not trying, she's brilliant. Captivating, really. Jack?
Well, she did get tricked by the hunters and left to die, so sure. I guess there's potential there. But she's a package deal.
We'd need Jack and Mel.
And Mel comes with baggage.
Mel sounds like an excellent asset. Sustainability expert, speculative fiction novelist, and master gardener. They can feed our bodies and minds.
Sure.
That sounds like baggage I'd be more than willing to help carry.
The stalkers?
Has anyone worth their salt not had a stalker?
It's not a compliment. A stalker is not a compliment, Keener.
And not to you.
Did you see the dossier on Mel Stalker?
Cassandra Raines? What about her?
She started a cult. They're calling themselves the Reborn.
Might be an opportunity there.
You're building a cult.
I am not building a cult. I'm just thinking it may be worth having a cult in our back pocket. Where are they located?
Louisiana, but they've been moving west since the hurricane. Thea was right. You look like a hobo wizard.
Thank you.
It's not a compliment.
We should update the scan.
What's the point? You can only fake your death once before people take out the contact, before they shoot you in the head, just to be sure.
He's alive?
Thanks to his adorable helmet.
What's his status?
TBI, in a coma.
Who's in charge of his care?
Summers.
If he makes it a week, I'll be shocked.
He's stable, but unconscious. They're tube feeding him mush like a baby bird.
That is no way to live.
At least he's alive.
Did he deliver Faye's message?
No. And now, I'm their next target.
Faye promised. As soon as she's finished in D.C., Bridge and her will meet you in Brooklyn.
We should tell Roy.
He'll never understand. He'll never forgive Keener. He did too much damage to the JTF.
Well, how did you forgive him?
Truth? Sarah. And Bridge. We shouldn't judge someone on how they behave on their best and worst day. We need to see who they are when things are boring. Do they choose to be kind, or do they choose to create chaos? He's an asshole, but he's not evil. He's just a guy who lost himself in his trauma and took a really fucking destructive road back to the man he wanted to be.
A venture capitalist?
A hero and a friend. You need to see it. You need to see what we've built. man leaving cryptic messages in January, shit-talking the division. When I see what Vanguard and Glasses have built in Brooklyn, I know in my gut that Keener can't be him. Not anymore. We have to give people a chance to grow.
Does he really have the printer?
I don't know what that is, but maybe Theo can help you.
We have the printer, but I don't have his research.
You have Isaac. You have his research. Every keystroke, every failed experiment.
The green poison died out. It's not a threat anymore.
It's not about Amherst. It's that he proved it's possible. Every nutjob who wants to do the same knows that it's possible now. We need something to protect us.
What about the broad-spectrum antiviral?
The one from Ann Arbor? The shit show at Nelson or the abandoned projects at DCD and MIT?
Yours. Ann Arbor.
Natalia Sokolova fucking stole it and scrubbed my research.
But Kelso took it back. The agents in D.C. recovered it from Tidal Basin.
If they have it, then where is it? Where's April? Why aren't their doctors vaccinating everyone?
They don't have enough. They need to manufacture more of it before they can start distributing it.
Not if they have a printer. That's what Amherst proved. You just need one asshole with the tech and the will. We have the tech. We just need Ann Arbor's recipe. He's an idiot.
No, he's not.
He was trying to make a cure and accidentally built a bioweapon. He's an idiot.
I admit mistakes were made with the Eclipse.
We aren't doing that anymore. I can't work with him.
What do you want me to do?
Get rid of him.
I'm not gonna kill him. It's not his fault.
I will not let him experiment on these people. Get him out of my lab.
Harland.
Paper pusher and bureaucrat.
I don't know. It sounded like I knew what he was talking about. Using an asymptomatic carrier to develop a vaccine.
That's a blood bag and tantamount to torture.
He told Tower to get an asymptomatic carrier to continue the experiments in Nelson.
If they did, they're monsters or idiots. You heard about the detention center?
Yeah. Asymptomatic carrier infected the entire facility.
And then the True Sons tortured her looking for a cure. That's who we're dealing with. The ends always justifies the means. I'm not doing that. Torturing people, that is never justified. Not a doctor.
Soldier?
PMC. Private security for Nelson. Not a doctor, not a soldier, gun for hire, and probably the rudest motherfucker I've ever had to call for an update on the BSAV.
Claire is brilliant.
Why have I never heard of her?
Oh, well, you're not an agent or really into AI communication systems.
Fair enough.
You want me to upgrade your comms?
No, thank you.
I could give you a division watch. Officially make you an agent.
I'm good.
Suit yourself.
Claire.
Claire is brilliant. We've got the schematics. I could 3D print Faye a new eye in the blink of an eye.
3D printing has fucked up her life enough, thank you very much. She'll stick with the pirate look. Wouldn't want to blow her cover.
That would probably force her to get one of her bionic eyes. Can't have a less than perfect soldier in her ranks.
Claire built Isaac, the Black Tusk Tech, and the Shade Network.
Yes, she's brilliant. Socially a bag of rats in a snake pit, but when it comes to AI programming and robotics, genius.
A shame she was working with the Black Tusk.
Honestly, I think she took a kind of sick joy in fucking them over. We'd all be dead if it wasn't for Anna.
Who's Anna?
Original AI for the Shade Tech. Part handler, part database manager. All Claire.
Then why do you have Isaac?
Oh, you should really listen to the comms we sent you in the brief. Didn't you get the rogue onboarding documentation?
It was like 1,000 hours of homework. Who has time to go through all that bullshit? You just found her hiding there on the mobile Shade server?
I didn't exactly find her. Conley told me where to find her, and I sort of just found a way to let her out of the box.
You make it sound like she's alive.
She's not alive, but she's not alive. She's growing and learning. She has all this power and doesn't know what to do with it. She's kind of like a genie that was trapped in a bottle, and I let her out.
What do you mean you let her out?
I put her back in the watches. She can go in and out of everyone's comm systems. She's the backbone of the Black Tusk Tech, so she can extract their intel and give it to us.
If she's so powerful, why do you need Schaefer and Faye? Sorry, Cassandra.
Knowledge is power, but you can't unlock a biometric lock without biometrics. You can't turn the key without a body. And you can't convince Ellis to give you his clearance when you're not a person with a biometric ID to assign the clearance to. She's a god in a world that's not built for her. She said, and I quote, "I don't trust Aaron fucking Keener."
I'm not asking Cassandra to trust me.
She said your call sign should be the Sphinx.
Vanguard is fine.
She wants a nuclear protocol.
Two-factor authentication.
Exactly. She wants 2 users to activate and deploy the National Rogue Network.
And if they find a way to terminate the network?
2 users to reactivate.
With the biometric locks?
Yes. User ID and biometrics. Otherwise, you could just kill her and use her watch.
Fair enough. And if one of us dies, we should have a second.
Faye wants Candle.
She's not an agent.
She's not, but she trusts her.
She needs the watch. You need someone willing to wear the watch.
Viper was her second choice.
She can't choose Douglas. She's my second.
She named Kelso.
She hadn't even met her yet. She didn't want to give it to Hoskins?
No. Faye thought Hoskins had too much on her plate already and was clearly in your corner. She's not wrong. Please, slow down. No, Faye, we didn't attack City Hall. We targeted a Hunter outpost. No civilians were killed. Hunters were killed, all right? And Cal's loyalists. I know you said no Eclipse bullshit, but we had to get Nat's attention. The attack at Coney Island wasn't enough. For this to work, we need her to think that we're a threat worth her time. I promise, no more Eclipse on civilians. We agreed only to use it against the Hunters. We did not break our promise. We didn't. And see, it worked. Kelso and the crew from DC are on their way to help. That will follow. It's working. I promise. If it happens again, you're free to walk away and tell Nat everything. Scout's honor. We will only use the Eclipse against the Hunters. No more civilian casualties. I know you don't trust Keener, but you can trust me.
You want me to do propaganda recordings?
You're the new voice of the Rikers. You can't meet everyone, so you need them to get to know you. Speak your truth and more of them will follow. Hell, you might even turn some of the ones that joined the bridge.
You don't think that's risky? Having me do live broadcasts?
Grant can record you. They don't have to be live. Honestly, it's better when you can edit the message to make sure it's the one you mean to send.
Can we do something about my voice?
Filters, pitch modulation, automated glitches. Grant can make you sound like an opera singer or a robotic child. Anything you dream of. With his tech, he can deliver. He can even make you sound like Keener, but you need to match his cadence.
Whoa, calm down. It's not that bad. Yeah, we used the Eclipse, but it's not what you're thinking. They weren't innocent, Faye. Everyone still at Castle Clinton when we attacked was either a Hunter or one of Kyle's loyalists. Except the guy we put in the chamber. And your agents rescued him, so no harm, no foul. They were not the heroes you think. They were not collateral damage. They were the target, and we couldn't tell you. You had to be pissed at us. You had to be furious for it to work. Keener was right. This made you hate us and kept your cover. Kelso trusts you. She can smell bullshit from a mile away. For this to work, we need her to draw Nat and the Black Tusk to New York. Kelso has the B-Sav. She knows where we can find April. Nat is tracking her. She's been tracking her since April showed up in D.C. Kelso helped her disappear. We need you, Faye. We need you to infiltrate the Black Tusk, and we need to recover April and the B-Sav before Nat does.
Who's a good girl? Daddy loves you. Yes, he does. Thank you, Danvers. She's beautiful.
We did make one upgrade.
I love it. Violet's perfect. Who's a pretty girl? Who's a pretty girl? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Who's a good girl? Who's a good... Who is a violent death machine? Who's a violent death machine? Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready.
What are you doing in there?
Nothing. Good girl. Go get it. Good girl. Careful, Violet. Not so rough. Sorry, she doesn't know her own strength sometimes. Good girl. Good fetch. Drop it. Drop it. Sorry, she's still a puppy. She needs to learn. Violet, drop it. Good girl.